Three is devotions, right? Devotional time. Sharing the things God is teaching you with your spouse helps to integrate your individual spiritual lives. Look at Romans 1:11 through 12. This is what Paul says. He says, "For I long to visit you so that I can share a spiritual blessing with you that will help you grow strong in the Lord. I am eager to encourage you in your faith, but I also want to be encouraged by yours. In this way, each of us will be a blessing to the other." So what was Paul saying there? Was Paul saying, I can't wait to get together with you so that we can have a 5-hour Bible study together? Did he say that? I can't wait to have a captive audience to teach, and you can listen and hear my knowledge. That's not what he said. What he says was, I can't wait to share with you what God's been doing in my life and hear from you and be encouraged from you on what God is doing in your life. Wow. Very different than what we think devotional time is. Right? We go buy a book and we read it together and that's it. Or we read the first 2 chapters and then quit and then have to buy another book because we forgot where we put the one that we were supposed to be reading. Because we just don't do it. So what are some ways that you can develop devotional life together? Here's a few. Jot down the things that God is teaching you so that you remember to share them with your spouse. Do you have a time where you share with your spouse the things that God has been telling you? You're like, well, no, God's not telling me anything, so I really can't share anything. He's got to talk to me first, But seriously, do you do that? Or do you only share it with people outside your marriage that you're in another group with? When was the last time you did that? Set aside some time to talk together about what God is teaching you. It's a great thing to do. And then look for ways to encourage your spouse with the things you are learning in your time with God. Again, encourage your spouse, not lecture to your spouse. All right? Here's some ways you can talk about it. And this first phrase that's on there, I want you to circle and star it. Because I'll tell you this one question has revolutionized Cheryl and my time together spiritually. And it's this. Honey, what has God been saying to you lately? I'll tell you this. When I ask Cheryl that question, and she's a fairly quiet person, it opens her up like anything else. Why? I'm not asking her for her level of spiritual knowledge. Are you really getting in the Word? I'm asking her, what has God been saying to you? What has He been saying to your heart? Notice how that levels the playing field right away. Because she in turn asks me, what has God been saying to you lately? Now we are able to have a rich discussion and just share from the things that we're getting in our own times with the Lord. Does that sound easy? It's a heck of a lot easier than reading a devotional and then going, hey, answer the question. Were you listening?